Radio Rahim here in Belfast, Ireland with the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. You made a comment that this is a gladiator sport, and that's true, certainly to a degree. And when boxing purists hear that, right, and they hear like our interview after the Ortiz fight, you say skills don't pay the bills. They're just coming to knock you out, right? That kind of thing. For a purist, it's like, well, you have to move this way. You got a jab here. You got the right hand is thrown correctly. The hook is thrown correctly this way. Obviously, you don't ascribe to that theory. What made you believe that? You know what? The science is out the window. It's just gladiator.
It's a myth. And I don't want to take away, when I say it's a myth, I don't want to take away from all the great trainers in the world. You know, it's a lot of great trainers. Rest in peace, Emmanuel Stewart, because Emmanuel Stewart said that this very moment would happen. He said that me and Tyson Fury will be the mans of the division. He told me that Deontay Wilder will be heavyweight champion of the world. And even when he started fighting the so-called best, that people say the best, you still gonna knock him out. And I'm living the prophecy. Me and Fury are living the prophecy. And now we finna clash with each other to see who's the best. You know, people say a lot of things, you know what I mean? And how can other analysts or anybody else say anything about boxing if you never experience it? Do you know what it feels like to walk the tunnel? You know what it feels like to go over the ropes? That feeling? You don't know what's gonna happen. You train hard for it, but can you execute everything that you done work? You're not perfect, and in boxing you gonna get hit. And my thing is, I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. So if you ain't endured that, if you ain't really been in that ring to say that, how can you say, all right, you throw the left hook like this and you're supposed to throw the jab like this, you're supposed to throw the right hand like this? How can you tell a person, have you trained someone to make them a champion? Have anybody ever done? These are the questions that I ask myself that they should be asking themselves, you know. How do you know? How do you know what it takes to be a champion? How do you know what it takes to be just a fighter? And all these people want to call fighters bums. But when you get in there and fight that bomb, though, see, it's a different thing when it comes to the ring. You can say anything you want outside of it. On the outside looking in, that's easy. That's nothing. That don't cost nothing. But get in that ring. You paying more than getting money. You paying for your life. It's a price. So that goes out of one ear, out of the other when people say certain things, whatever, because they'll never understand this sport. Even the ones that have certain things, organizations and stuff, you ain't never been in there. So you'll never understand what we feel, what we go through, what we put our body through in training and stuff and break down the sacrifice from our kids not seeing it. When you saying, I'm going to see you, baby, and then something happened, you can't see that baby, and you done promised that baby that, and you had to make up another promise, because the thing about kids, they don't forget nothing you say. And they already remember the last thing you say. That's why I leave with my children that I love you. Daddy going to be gone, but I love you because I'm coming back. You feel me? And that's just the thing, that it's so much emotions in this sport that people don't understand. It's easy to criticize a fighter. It's easy to criticize him, how he acts, whether it's inside of the ring or the outside of the ring. It's easy to criticize him, the way he speak or the mannerism that he possesses. Don't judge me, because God's going to judge you the same way when it's time. Though that judge will be judged. That's why I'm staying blessed. So I continue those that judge me, because all those blessings is raining down on me. You know, this is a sport of understanding. And if you don't understand, you will be lost.
Give him one.
Bomb Squad!
Thank you, sir. You know what it is. Much appreciated.
Blessings, brother.